lights. We got lights. Woo. Like and subscribe. Leave out apparel. Got a whole lot of things happening today. Might be a short live, but it is what it is. Again, we're here, and we're trying. We're trying. It's a daily process. All right. Okay, cool. So, down here is the camera. Over there is the camera. Right here is the monitor and everything. You're kind of higher, so you can't see it. So, when I'm looking down, it's not that I don't want to look at you. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is when it comes to the whole setup that I got, right? So, let's move on. Let's focus. Today, we got something big that happened. Actually, it didn't happen today, but it was on. When was this? This was 4 hours ago. This was posted on today's news, right? So let me go to it real quick. Again, let's talk about it. Deadly fire happened at U.S. Steel. Yeah, so let's go to it. Give me a second. I got a lot happening today, so focus is a little bit out. Okay, cool. There we go. So yeah, so explosion happened. Let's go to it.
Investigation is underway to determine what caused a massive blast at the U.S. Steel plant in Clairton, Pennsylvania. Overnight, after hours of searching, rescuers recovered the last missing worker from the debris.
Unfortunately, I'm here to report that we do have now a second deceased worker.
Authorities say 2 people were killed in the blast and at least 10 were injured.
They had some type of explosion. They're requesting 2 units to the Maple Gate.
Time-lapse video shows a huge plume of smoke erupting from the factory.
I started hearing sirens, came outside, and there was big black smoke.
Authorities say the plant is now stable and secure, but the full extent of...
What? Whoa, do you guys see that? That is crazy. Damn, that is... Oh my God. Whoa. That's a big blast. That is a very, very big blast. Wow. All right, let's go back to it, man. Wow, that is a big blast. You guys seen this? One killed. Man, that's sad. Oh my God.
The damage is unknown.
It's a sad day for Clairton, and it's a sad day for the steelworkers.
That heartbreak also felt by the family of Timothy Quinn. His sister telling our affiliate WPXI he was one of the workers killed. The facility outside Pittsburgh.
Whoa. That's one of the hurdles that come with working in a place like that. Like, you never know when danger is just going to happen. Man, God bless these steel workers. They work in a dangerous environment. At any time, they can get killed, hurt, injured. So, man, condolences to the family, because that's wow, that's crazy. And here's the other thing: the steel that they use is actually using machines, and I use machines, right? Like these machines in the back. So, man.
Pittsburgh produces millions of tons of commercial coke, a type of fuel used in steel production. U.S. Steel officials say the factory was in good condition before the accident.
Safety, as I said before, is first and foremost.
On Monday, the thick smoke billowing out of the factory, worrying residents. Officials saying there was no immediate danger, but encouraged everyone within 1 mile of the plant to stay inside and keep their doors and windows closed. This is not the first time there has been a problem at the plant. A fire destroyed the factory's pollution control system on Christmas Eve in 2018.
Whoa, so it's not the first time. Wow, see, this is the danger I'm talking about working in a steel plant. Wow, that's crazy.
After this latest accident, officials are promising change. And this morning, authorities say 5 people are still in the hospital. They're listed in critical but stable condition. Some good news, the 5 others who were sent to the hospital have been released.
All right, Adrian brought us at the scene for us there. Thank you, Adrian.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on...
Alright. Whew. Man, that's sad. That's sad. That is sad. That is sad. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the wreckage. Look at the wreckage and all this toxic sludge and stuff that's around. Like, can you imagine the amount of money it takes to fix this? Wow. That's sad. That's sad. Sad. But wow. Wow. All right, let me do my rolling thingy. Come back. But yeah, it's sad what's happening to these steel workers and being put in these conditions. Hopefully, these companies find ways to like improve, because who knows what happened? It might have just been an accident. We don't know. But as far as I know, like, it's not the first time, and then I'm pretty sure, like, it's crazy. So basically, on the explosion at U.S. steel plant, 2 was killed, injuries at least 10 others. So it is what it is. Hopefully the injuries are not life-threatening, that we have more casualties of death. Hopefully that's not the case. But man, that's sad. That is sad. That's sad. All right. Give me a second. Actually, you know what? Hold on real quick. I gotta go do something. Hold on, I'll be back. I'm back. Ooh. Oh man. Okay, I'm back. Had to do something real quick. All right. I'm back, guys. I know. You missed me. I know. You missed me, right? You missed me. I'm here. All right. So let's see if we can focus. Ooh wee. All right. Let's do the next video. Alright, give me a second. Get it ready. Alright, okay, cool. So what are we talking about next? Spray on shoes. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Alright. So I remember way back in the 90s, right? A lot of my friends and I, we used to talk when we were younger and stuff. It's like around 1995, and we used to talk about like, wow, how great it would be to like be able to have sneakers that you can just spray on. You know what I mean? This is a time when you had shows like the Jacksons, the Jetsons, Flintstone, all those stuff was playing, right? Now I got a 3D printer. I can make shoes. It's just crazy. But you can spray on shoes now. Listen, I'm not kidding. You can spray on shoes. You think I'm kidding? Check this out. Bam. Here we go.
At its Zurich headquarters, with the help of robots, the top part of a sneaker is made in just 3 minutes, a fraction of...
What? 3 minutes? 3 minutes? That is crazy. Ooh, that is crazy. 3 minutes shoes made. Let's go.
the time it takes to create a traditional running shoe.
Swiss shoe company On, which is backed by Roger Federer, debuting a new sneaker technology. It's called Light Spray, and it is the talk of the town.
A traditional product is usually touched by approximately 200 hands, which is very, very different here. It allows us to produce an upper material in a completely automated way.
On is quickly gaining ground.
Do you see this? Hold on, let's go back a little bit. The machine has the foot thingy and it just sprays the shoes on. This technology is something that, like, I used to dream about. I used to think about way back then. Like in the 90s, we used to be like, oh, what if there was flying cars? Oh, what if there was a shoe that could just spray on that's formed to your feet? This is crazy. Wow, let's go.
Way.
On is quickly gaining ground on legacy players like Nike and Adidas. Since going public in 2021, the company's net sales have grown in 11 out of the past 13 quarters. And On recently announced the opening of its first ever light spray factory in Switzerland.
So we're looking at the technology that first allows us to produce much, much closer to the consumer, because it significantly reduces the amount of labor that is needed in the process.
Analysts say innovations like light spray have given On a competitive edge. So how does it work? From production to assembly, it takes about 200 steps to make a traditional sneaker. On set.
I know what that is? That's a 3D machine that made the soul, and then they take the soul, and whoo, this is what I'm talking about when you talk about made in America. Let's go.
Says it can do it in just a handful.
So what we're seeing here is the On light spray technology.
First, a running sole is manufactured at On's lab and then attached to a foot mold. Next, a mile-long synthetic material called polymer is sprayed onto the mold, which is attached to a rotating robot arm. With no glue, seams, or laces, the material solidifies, and after just a few seconds, a shoe is formed. The shoe is then passed on to another robot.
And then what happens is the product moves over to kind of the screen printing facility, so to say, where the logo application is happening.
Launched in 2024, the Cloudboom Strike LS was On's first shoe featuring the light spray technology, weighing just 170 grams or about a third of a pound.
Oh my God, that's incredible. It feels like you're really you're floating. It feels like you're floating.
The initial inspiration for light spray came after an employee saw a Halloween video featuring a hot glue gun creating a spider web, or about a third of a pound.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm getting a call. Hold on. Hello? Sorry guys, this call is taking me a minute. I'm gonna step back, but I'm gonna just let this play real quick.
That's incredible. It feels like you're really like you're floating. It feels like you're floating.
The initial inspiration for light spray came after an employee saw a Halloween video featuring a hot glue gun creating a spider web. Today, the shoe sells for $330 in very limited release drops. Early models have been worn by athletes like Helen Obiri, who won the Boston Marathon in 2024 wearing the then unreleased light spray shoes. In addition to being faster, On claims its process is more sustainable than conventional shoemaking.
The whole manufacturing process is happening in a way more sustainable way, so we save roughly 75% of carbon emissions in the process itself.
On got its start 15 years ago. Now, almost a third of the 1,100 employees at its headquarters work in research and development. To ramp up production, the company is opening its first ever light spray factory in Zurich, with 4 additional robots.
What we want to be able to do is to bring it from a couple of thousand pairs to millions of pairs.
But to do that, On says its light spray technology will need to be leveraged to create more products, what the company describes as wearables.
And I think it's a way more automated process, so it allows us to produce where the consumer is. This is eventually, a possibility to bring production of the range to countries like the US.
Okay, bye. Whoo! Whew. Man, sorry about that, guys. Had to take a call about something real quick. Let me go back. Because this was not part of it. Quick second. That's not where I was on before. Bam, there we go. Alright. Well, either way. Alright.
Since going public in 2021, the company's net sales have grown in 11.
Alright. So, had to take a call. Don't forget I am a shop, so this, online biz or whatever. So sometime I may have to take calls and step away. So it is what it is. Had to take this call real quick. But yeah, so you got to see it. Spray on shoes. That's it right there. Yeah, the future is here, guys. The future is here. What time is it? Ooh, 51. I got like can I do the other ones? Probably not. Let's see if we could do the large white toner real quick. Alright, since we're here. Hold on, let me pin on to me. Yeah, I can do that in a few minutes. Alright. So yeah, guys, whew, that was good. Alright, so now, in case you guys were wondering, what do you do when you have, what the hell was that? That was weird. It's a good thing I have a mirror back there. Woo. Anyways. So in case you guys are wondering, am I still in the white toner game? Yes, I am. However, I've been using my DTF printer light color, 4 colors only, no white. White is there, but 4 colors only, main focus. Now, what do I do with it? Basically, I do stuff for white t-shirts and things for the channel just to focus on, like, doing certain things, whatever. Um, but I want a white toner printer, large especially, because I want to be able to print larger but not have to worry about all these extra steps and the white messing up. And also with the new software they have with white toner, you can do a whole lot more to make it softer. So here we go.
The second print, because as you can see,
Give me a second. All right, cool. So he has the software he's setting up. I mean, the design he's setting up. He's going to send it to the Epson. I mean, what is this? What is that? Is that the HP? The large HP printer. So let's go. And that's the one I'm getting, by the way. That one right there.
All right. Before I hit the print button, I
is.
quickly check that I have the A foil inside the paper tray. When you use the A3 printer, it's pretty suggested to use the bottom tray. It has a manual tray on the right side here, but for printing on the foil, it's suggested to use the bottom tray. So you can close that tray here, and you will just need to insert the A foil in A3 into the tray. Make sure that the mud side is facing up. That's also the scratch.
Now you see that? That is an 11 by 17 film, right? So plenty of room, plenty of area. If you need bigger, send it out. Send it out. But let's see what happens.
Sensitive side, which belongs upwards. All right, insert it, align it, and close the paper tray. All right, once you're set, you just can hit the print button and wait for your print to be printed. It takes a while for the printer to put out the print job. I'm using opaque film as paper setting, which is best because it moves the paper very slowly through the printer, so that usually avoids scratches on the sensitive surface of the A foil. All right, I'm going to pick up the print. I already have some sheets of the B paper in A3 ready. The B paper contains...
So in case you're not used to white toner, just like DTF, you need the adhesive backing on the design in order to apply to the shirt. Each one is at minimum 300 plus degrees, or some cases 250 plus degrees Fahrenheit, in order to get the adhesive to apply onto the ink to absorb it and then to transfer it to the shirt, right? Hence a transfer. So after he prints the image, he's going to put it on the heat press, right? What he's holding in his hand is called a B sheet, and that's the adhesive part that's going to remove it. Only remove parts that have ink, or in this case toner. If there's no toner, the adhesive's not going to come out because it can't bond to anything. All right, cool, let's go.
It's an adhesive glue which will attach to the toner later on the heat press. It can be easily recognized by the yellow lines on the back. All right, now my print comes out. Cool. And I can already reinsert the paper for the second print, because as you can see, Panda has its blacks, and we also have the yellow of the bamboo, but we don't have the whites, and we need the whites for Panda to look cool. So I'm opening the tray again, and
So another step with white toner printing, you have to, so in some cases, most toners, most software, all you do is just apply the white toner in there, and you keep the three colors, which is the cyan, magenta, and yellow. And from having those three colors plus the white, you can use the cyan magenta to create what's called simulated black, right? And then after it's done printing, it's just gonna allow you to do another print, which is just the white. So it may just apply everything on. However, if you don't have the software, all you need to do is just go in, remove the black, put the white, send the paper through again or the film through again, and then bam, instantly you have a white turn to transfer. If you have white in it, the white ink will apply. If you don't need white, you don't need to put in the white toner. There's no purpose. The only purpose is to make the color pop a little bit more for backing, right? All right, cool.
Can just reinsert the paper same way as I inserted before, and close the paper tray.
I gotta
again.
go.
Now I need to insert the white toner cartridges, which I have ready here for my white
Bam,
toner
he
base.
did it.
And
Bam, it's
and
done.
of course, we need.
He's taking it.
The coating
applying.
is actually hitting the A foil. All right, got this, got that, and then
He pressed it.
I'll do that now. Just quickly.
Right, he pressed it,
roughly
removed
cutting
it, and
around
then
it.
now he's just removing all the white edges.
All right. Next to the window to cool down as quick as possible.
Went too fast.
I just gotta remember that I'm also going to
or
put
the
Panda
hoodie.
upside down on the
times
press. So I need to remove some pressure from the press here by screwing up. Also want to have some nice pressure. This feels kind of good to me. So this should be really, really good. All right.
Surface is clear.
Feels kind of good. Perfect. Here.
All right. Apply the image.
And I'm covering it with some silicone paper for protection of my heat press. I'm going to close the press and press for 30 seconds. And in this 30 seconds, the glue, which has attached to the print, is going to melt into the design, and we're going to see that the design now sticks to the hoodie, just like in. That should be quite good. I'm opening the heat press.
Don't remove it yet. Let it cool down.
And I'm removing the hoodie from the press, as you can see, of the design. All right,
now that it's cool.
Again, I'm using a even workspace here. I'm going to.
Time to remove it. Bam. There you go. That's it right there. Next step is he's gonna
now something happened that.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to reattach these missing parts. So I'm just going to. As well.
This is too much extra. Bam. Come on, man.
So as you can see,
all right. So he's
from time
pressing
to time
it
with
again.
Transfer that there are simple. Remove the silicone
done.
paper.
Now he's removing silicone paper. Make sure everything's good. And
hold, and I'll be back. I'm
There's the
peeling
image.
those in
There's the
detail for
print.
you guys.
Done. I'm out. Whew. Whew. It's getting hot in here. All right. All right, guys. I gotta go. Like, subscribe, Levi Apparel. Time's up. Oh man.